Hey Felipe, what's going on, man? How's my voice audio and how's the music audio? What's going on, Armani? Hey, Marty. Elusive, what is up? Trader Jomo, what up, what up? Sounds good. Hope you guys have been doing good tonight, man. Hope you guys had a good weekend. We've been very rangy, actually, as of the past couple hours here. We had a really nice move down and a really nice move up, and now we just ranging. We just ranging, guys. Great. TML, what's up, man? Mario, what up, what up? Miss K, hey, hey, hey. You're at the gym right now, Felipe. Pumping some iron. KNQ trade, man. What up, man? What's going on, Frezzy? Hope you guys are doing good tonight, man. Really, Kim? We ain't doing nothing just yet, man. Jumping a little ahead of the gun there, man. Too funny, man. Thanks, JCap. Yeah, I spent some quality time with the kiddos. It's always good. Always good, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are in the chat. What up, Sergio? SNG. Mario, thank you, thank you. MG, Malachi, thank you. Luke joined the dark side. Good morning, Mohammed. And Q looks like it wants to hold beneath this. Tricky, tricky. Do we want to take a stab at this before we start our trade review? Let's give this a shot, gang. Holding below VWAP and Globex right now. We'll see, though. It's been very tricky. It's been very rangy for the past couple hours, so we'll see what happens here. Absolutely, Bass, absolutely. Felipe, to be honest, if I was to look at the options for Tradeify, I would probably go for the 5-day ones versus the daily personally. And that's only that, and the reason why I say that is if you're looking to max out your payouts, that's the reason why I would go that route. Because with daily payouts, as great as it is with Tradeify, let's just say you do like $200 daily payout, 5 days back to back. I think they'll move you live automatically because you requested for 5 payouts. So that I think that in terms of probability wise, I think like the 5 kind of is better in that regard, and there's less limitations as far as drawdown stuff like that go. By the way, I'm just trading an eval tonight right now. I actually only have 1 funded left coming from the past couple weeks, but you know what? I think I've had a good run with those. I'll go through all the accounts later on and talk about the profits and what have you. I'm just kind of shooting my shot here. It looks like we're going to get taken out here. On the FF indicator, we're actually holding the trigger line right now. So we actually have validity to go longs if we break past this right now. Let's flip the script here, guys. Let's flip the script here. I don't normally trade and chop into trades immediately like this, but I'm definitely open to doing that right now with these evals. So. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I appreciate it. Morning, Jazza. Pretty strong 15-minute close, guys. 5-minute close as well. Hourly close is fairly bullish as well. So, Adam, I usually actually have 5 or 6, but I've gone through quite a bit in the past little while. I'll explain a little bit more about it later on when we get the whole gang here, just because I don't want to try to repeat myself too much. But all I can say is I got a lot out of those fundeds when I had them. So I got to start rebuilding my fundeds back here. Part of the game, though. I know someone asked a few streams ago, asking why do I still need to trade evals if I'm funded already, but I'll tell you right now, even people like me, I still blow accounts. They just last a lot longer than they used to. I'll just say that. Nice little push there. So just so you guys know, when I flip the script there, I know a lot of times people look at trades and they'll just be like, oh, you know what? Like, oh, if you just lost a short or lost a trade, why would you flip the script immediately? The only time where, personally for me, I find that it's valid to do that, it's if it's actually in your trade plan thesis of like, this is what a short would want to look like, and this is what a long would want to look like, right? Now, that's not always going to be presented in a way where it's back-to-back. Sometimes when the short or the long fails, you do have to wait, let price develop before you kind of hop into another trade. But in this case, the moment that that flipped the script there, it made sense for me, right? So I took it for what it is. Took it for 1 hour. I don't want to hold the trade for too long because in about 7 minutes I'm going to do a chart review with the gang here. So yeah, let's drop some thumbs up, guys. Let's get this. Let's get the night started here, man. I'm looking to give away a lot of accounts tonight. As celebration for Father's Day on my end, I'm gonna be Santa Claus tonight. I am prepared to give away 5 accounts tonight if I have to, but I do want the engagement to get there. So tell all the people that you know to get on the stream and let's hang with the gang. What up, Brad Gang? $100%, dude. 100%. What up, Brad Guy? What's going on, Logan? Good to see you guys. Happy Father's Day as you guys are rolling in here. This is what I mean earlier, by the way, when I talked about the trigger line. Just so you guys know. This was the trigger line hold that I was talking about. As soon as we held that on the 2-minute and the 5-minute, it started to look really good for longs. What's the minimum balance for a trade of 520K for growth for payout? I'm not too sure. I think the buffer is like 1,000, right? When I was trading with Tradeify back in the day, I didn't have the option of 25K account, so I'm not really familiar with them actually. Does anyone in the chat know? If you go on the website for Tradeify, Rafiat, I'm sure you can actually check the FAQs. They actually usually give you pretty straightforward policy guidelines on stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And in your case, if you're close to max drawdown, you don't waste time switching to micros. Randy Cohen, I assume that question was for me. I don't usually trade micros. The only time I will trade micros is if I'm like just flipping. Like for example, let's just say we take profit trader. If I've already hit my 50% consistency rule, if I already hit my profit target, and I'm literally just locking in something just for the sake of getting a trading day in, then I'll trade micros. Otherwise, I'm more of a mini guy, personally. Sweet. Sweet. All right, all right. Hope you guys are doing good, chat. NQ's making some good moves to the upside now. Let's watch to see if we can get another potential range reversal here as we come up towards 658. What's going on, Preppy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Are you interested in playing maybe EDM or house music? Yeah, I'm playing it already, right now. Unless you're not digging the vibes. Adam, yeah, man, I already did. I already did. Thanks, LOL. Appreciate it, man. Can we look at platinum? I don't trade platinum. I can look at it, though. I find that most of the time, platinum's candlesticks give me, like, freaking anxiety. These wicks are wild. The only metal commodity that I trade is gold. What are you watching for platinum? All good, man. All good. You gotta stay dialed in. You gotta stay dialed into your trades, man. Nah, man. All good. Hey, boy, man. If you like to trade platinum, all good. It's just not my cup of tea. I personally don't trade it. Tonight's accounts that I'm going to be giving away are going to be the Alpha Futures 50K zero accounts, guys. These ones have zero activation fee and you can pass them in one day. So looking forward to getting them out to the gang. What a push. What a push on the NQ just now. That's true, Adam. That is true. I've been listening to EDM since I was in high school, so you're very right on that one. This stuff is a little bit more chill. Yeah, let's see if we can change it up a little bit here. This is the classic one that I've been listening to a lot in a lot of our streams. I think people like this one a lot, so I'll keep this one. Yeah, nice bull flag, or that bull flag sub you were looking at there on ES. Yeah, man, right on. Living in Vegas got you into EDM. Did you go to all the? Do you go to EDC then? I assume EDC. I don't know if you've ever been to Tomorrowland. I don't go to that stuff personally, just because like I don't do well with crowds and all that. But I do know a lot of people in my life that attend all those events. We'll see. We'll see what price does here. We are now at the high of the Asia session here. So a lot of times I find that for those who are scalpers out there, you can always look for these kind of key moments here to scalp the reversals. But if you're looking for like a hold for a better move, like you definitely want to wait for confirmation. Like there's no confirmation at the moment, so I wouldn't do anything. Hey Shammy, welcome to Project 365, man. I specifically trade NQ and gold. I don't trade anything else. I'm always more than happy to talk about other things on the chart, but those are my two primary things I trade. You went to the first EDC. Adam, are you trying to date yourself here, man? Just playing, bro. Just playing. What do I think about gold right now? We're in the middle of the range right now. We've kind of swept the lows, and we had that double bottom on the day, which presented a very beautiful long to the upside. And this is actually an older one. I just forgot to delete this, but I'll keep it up here anyway since it respected it today. And we just basically rejected the prior day's Globex, right? So because we're in the middle of the range right now, I wouldn't take anything at this very moment. I'd like to see how we react to the 4209 level here to see if we can get a maybe a short trade there. Otherwise, if we get a nice break and retest of the level, then I'm open to taking that level to level to the top there from 209 to 224. That would be my kind of perspective on gold at the moment. All right, it's wow, 10:17 already. All right, I'm gonna get started here. Welcome to Project 365. This is your first time. My name's Alan, Azheng Trades. I am the pre-London host. We stream 5 days, 6 days a week, 10 hours a day. I stream this period, basically from 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time all the way till midnight. Hopefully in the future, I'll be able to do longer than that with the gang. Then Ron G streams right before me during the Asia session. We got our man Jake Ricci, the GOAT. He opens up the New York session for us. And then we got Lamelli and we got Mitch, who take the afternoon session. So yeah, man, thanks for tuning in, guys. Usually because I have the slower market period, which, you know, today we're moving a little bit better than usual. But I have a lot of time usually to answer questions. I've been trading for 6 years, guys, coming on 6 years. And I'm a business professional as well, entrepreneur in the sense I work in with the restaurant industry. And so I'm pretty well rounded. If you guys want to talk trading, life, career, business, whatever you guys want to talk about, I am here for it. Sometimes we don't have the opportunity to do much in the market, and so I'm more than happy to chat. I see that someone made a comment saying that the music is too loud. Do you guys feel like it's too loud? I haven't really adjusted it from all the other streams, but if it is too loud, I will adjust. Here, hold on. There you go. I lowered it a little bit. Hopefully that helps. I did long the NQ over there, Alex. That's right. So I just lowered it a little bit. Does that sound okay? Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm not going to lower it any more than that, because if I lower it any more than that, you're basically listening to nothing at that point. It's just loud, distracting with your talking. Please lower. It's just loud, distracting with your talking. Oh, as in like it's just conflicting with me talking? Okay, cool. All good. Anyways, yeah, so I mean, ask any question you guys like. More than happy to banter throughout the day today. It is, as far as celebrating Father's Day here, I am looking for us to give away as many accounts as possible here. So we'll start off with the 200 thumbs up. If we can get to 200 thumbs up, we will start the ball rolling on our giveaways today. And I will be doing a Alpha Futures 0 accounts, which are basically 0 activation fee and 1 day pass, right? So we'll go through more of that later on. Again, later on, if when I'm not chatting too much, I'll probably increase the volume a little bit again, because this is very quiet, by the way, because I do usually keep the volume at the same all the time. So I don't know. Anyways, we'll touch on that in a bit, and I will get to the chat in a bit as here as well. We're gonna go through the chart first, and so usually when I do the chart reviews, I don't look at the chat. So if I'm ignoring you, it's not on purpose. Well, sorry, I guess it kind of is on purpose. I'll answer your questions after I go through all of this, just because I know you guys are looking for my perspective on this. And usually what I always do is I don't only just talk about the setups I'm looking at for today, but I'm also looking at what the charts have been doing since the last stream. Because as you guys know, over and over again, the points of interest that we talk about on the chart ends up playing out through the London and the New York session and the ongoing Asia session after that. So we'll talk about that, right? What makes the chart a little bit tricky this time around, and I'm going to zoom out here, is that based on how our short day ended off last week, it kind of looks like our daily time frame has kind of molded together, so making MTFA a little bit trickier, but nevertheless, if we take a look at the weekly time frame right now, we are still very bullish. We're opening up as an inside bar, so ideally, if we're just kind of looking for more follow through, We're looking to kind of break the candle's high from last week, or if we end up ranging, we can look for a reversal at that as well. And that's just my perspective on the weekly right now. Generally, when you're starting off the week, unless you've gapped up or gapped down, then there's not a lot to really kind of go off of that, right? But we are bullish. We are bullish. Don't mistake in that, right? Daily time frames the same thing. Even after we kind of closed off the gap that we talked about last week, we've had our move up on the daily here. As you can see, we've, again, just like the weekly, we've opened up daily inside bar. Ideally, we would like to see a breakout. If we don't get a breakout, and let's just say we stay within the daily range, then we probably would look for a 3-bar play to the upside going into the next day. But I really do think we're probably going to likely break that bar either above or beneath between now and tomorrow's New York session. I'd be shocked if we don't. But again, let's not speculate too much. But I am overall bullish. We're still looking at some of the channels and the levels above us to see if we have an opportunity to reverse and take those shorts. Over these sessions, I will generally only take 1 to 2R. I'm not looking for massive moves, not during my session at the very least. So again, that's why I think that it's good for us to be open to both ends of that, right? On the hourly, I kind of made this comment earlier already. We did ended up closing the gap after we have reversed off of the channel that we had beneath here. And these are the same channels, by the way, from last week's stream. So these, they're probably already on your chart if you've been copying them. But now we kind of came out of that hourly bullish close looking like we're trying to set highs here. So ideally, if we can break past the channel and the levels here on this hourly candle in the next 37 minutes, that could set us in a continuation to the upside, breaking the highs, which is, like, as I mentioned, the daily bar high, right? So we want to break above this and continue. Generally speaking, when we're looking at the smaller time frames, I am looking for breaks and retests because I find that breakout trades generally fail me quite often. So if we are going to play this continuation long, I'd like to break and retest above the 687 level. Otherwise, as of right now, you can see here we are consolidating at the high of the Asia session. Excuse me. So we can still very likely short from here. So what I will be very much watching over the course of today on the NQ is I'm going to be watching either the break and retest for longs, or I'm going to see if we can short the range that we're playing within right now, which is kind of where we're at the moment, right? So I can see some people, if they were to take a breakout trade, they would probably set a limit order just right beneath the candle wicks here, down here. Just going to set a visual here just so you guys understand what I'm talking about, to see if they can catch a move to the downside, kind of risking like a 1R situation here. But that's kind of looking at the NQ. Now, if you go into the prior, as I mentioned, it's a little bit mixed up here, right? You can kind of see here from the last stream that we had, we did end up melting off, as you guys can see here, after our Globex session open. We rejected here. I think I was talking to a couple of my students, some students that trade ICT, some students that trade orb strategies, different kind of things, some that trade my system as well, right? And I think all of us had a reason to short this. Call it a bear flag, call it a VWAP rejection, call it a support flip resistance, call it a fair value gap. I mean, there are so many reasons to short this on this day. And so anyone who caught the short, congratulations, obviously, last time, but there were very good opportunities here. And you can kind of see here as we made our way down, I know we're on the 2-minute time frame, but you can see here we respected the channels for bounces, for lower highs, for continuations, for ranges. You can see here between the levels, the channels throughout over the course of the Asia session, the London session, it did play out fairly well for us here, right? And then again, you can see here, this is kind of like I said, this is kind of where it's all blended together because of the partial day that we had because of Juneteenth for last week. But coming into today, we did open up and we gapped down, right? And I did manage to catch a short earlier on off the hold and rejection of the VWAP here. This was a little bit more of an aggressive trade, and I did take it on an eval, so not the end of the world here. But I did short the NQ here and caught that. I was later on here looking for us to short for a continuation down, and did this on my funded, and my funded was already basically close to drawdown and breach. So I did fail my setup here. This was a 50-50 coin toss for me. I either could have longed this as a potential higher low or short this for a continuation as a lower high, playing on the continuation of the Globex. And I did go with the short, and it was the wrong trade to take. And as usual, I think for many of you guys, you would have seen this and been like, oh, this would have been so painful because Alan, you shorted, it stopped you out, and then it continued and played your plan. Does that sound familiar for you guys? I'm sure this happens all the time for many of you guys. Again, I accepted the risk. I took that on my funded, and I only had a little bit of drawdown left. So I did end up blowing that funded account, which is the reason why I only have one funded left, okay, for now. So over the course of the next couple of days here, I'm going to be rebuilding back my funded accounts. The only funded account I have left now is with Top Step. So right now for TPT, I'm rebuilding back to my funded again. So again, I'll be trading evals for the next couple days here until I get there. And as you guys know, because there's a 5 trading day rule, it takes a little bit of time to get back to the funded stage. But I will talk about though, because I've been on a hot streak. I mean, I've been on a 2.5 week streak of trading daily payouts, right? And I'll show those daily payouts on my dashboard because, as always, for transparency, I will do that. Coming into the day, though, again, as I mentioned earlier, we swept the channel down here, and then off the Tokyo Open, we basically launched moving a 300-point move to the upside, which I don't know if anyone caught it during Ron G's stream, but what a solid move to the upside. And then, yeah, anyways, now it brings us back to where we are now. And so that's a little bit of the NQ. I'm just going to catch up with the chat here to see if there's anything here before I then go into the gold chart analysis, guys. Sound is good. Cool. Sherelle says she barely hears the music. I mean, it's pretty quiet for me now too, but I'll adjust it later on when I'm not talking as much. Alex, to enter the giveaway, once we get enough thumbs up on the giveaway, so 200 thumbs up is what I'm looking for the first. I will set the bot out and I will provide the instructions on how to enter the giveaway afterwards. For now, the only thing we need to do is get to 200 thumbs up first. Thanks, John. I appreciate the Father's Day wishes, and Nikki, appreciate that. Broken heart and chicken nuggets. I love that, dude. I love that. What trades you looking for on the NQ? Gamer, I literally just went through the whole chart review, so I don't know if you just hopped on, so maybe you can rewind that a little bit, but I was making the comment here that either we can short the high of day here, because we're consolidating. I don't really have bar confirmation. I'll have to take a look at the multiple time frames here, or we're looking for a break and retest for longs above the level at 687. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now on the NQ. Music is good. Cool. Thank you, Anna. Cool. All right, I'm gonna hop into the gold trade review now, guys. So give me a second here. Okay. All right. Okay, so guys, I know Alan's been so repetitive about gold, but I think you guys know big old bear here when it comes to gold, okay? And it's played out, to be honest, right? We gapped down on gold as we open up this week. Of course, we are making a move up right now, but as you can see here, we basically almost closed off the gap over the course of today's session. I would be very much watching to see how price reacts, and that's the reason why I made the comment earlier when I said that I'd be open to taking longs from level to level on gold, is because I do think that we have the chance to move up there, but I would be very much watching for a short to kind of like wipe out this move that we have right now. I don't like to speculate too much, so I don't want us to say that that's like the crystal ball move, but because I am bearish on gold, that's just naturally what's on my mind right now, because I do think we have the plausibility of filling this wick from like past few days ago, or past couple weeks ago, sorry, I should say. On the daily time frame, same thing. You can see the gaps, right? We talked about the daily consolidation on gold, and then we gapped down, and now we gap down again. So kind of similar to the comment I made earlier on, we did basically touch the wick of that channel. So I'm just going to zoom in here a little bit so you can see what I'm referring to. You can see here on gold, I had this channel up here already. We literally wicked that today after we had that big move up on gold. And then we came right back down. So now the last bar was an hourly bullish candle. We're going to see if we can move a little bit higher here. We're holding quite nicely. If we do break, this is what I was referring to. Now I'm going to zoom into the small time frame so you can maybe see this a little bit more clearly. I am looking for us to now see we're breaking above the level here now, because I said earlier if we could keep below at short, but maybe we can get a break and retest for gold here for longs. So like something like this. And then we can kind of play the level to level move there. Obviously the high of day here is up here at the channel. I do anticipate that if we move up towards this 425 level and the upper channel, I am looking for us to come back down here. Again, if we don't get it, then we don't get it. But that's just kind of what I'm looking at the moment, okay? So again, I'm bearish on gold. I just don't know when we're going to take that. So these are some spots that I'm looking at right now. Like I said, we've already technically tested this on the Asia session earlier. So if you manage to have that channel there and you shorted this earlier, then you caught the short trade already. But as of now, right now, all I can say is we can play the higher lows and let's see if we can play our level moves to the upside on gold. But if we make it up to this domain, I am absolutely looking for a short if we can get some bar by bar confirmation. But that's kind of my perspective on gold. Okay. What TP strategy do you use for TPT? The 5-day rule has me unsure. Honestly, man, Bass, I think it's Bass. I don't know. Yeah, Bass Mainer, Bain. In terms of this, you have two ways to go to, personally, my opinion, right? Actually, I should say three ways. One, the most common way that I know for people is that they'll generally try to trade. They'll trade 50% of the profits on day one, 50% of the profits day two, so they hit their 50% consistency rule, and then they just flip micros for the remaining 3 days. Most people just do that. And even personally for me, I kind of do that as well because I know my edge in trading. I don't waste too much time in that arena. If you're new to trading, I don't think you should rush the process. I think that you should take full advantage of the 5 days, right? And take the whatever their profit target is divided by 5 and just take it day by day. Now, the third thing I would say is that let the chart do the chart, right? You're not always going to be presented with the amount that you're looking to gain from the day, right? Some days are ranging. Some days will only offer you a little bit. And if that's the case, then you take a little bit today, right? And then some days will offer you more. So I think that there's a flurry of different ways that you can go about it, but I did share with you just now how I would go about it based on my experience level. But if you're still learning the craft, take your time, man. I mean, 5 trading days, I know it might seem like a lifetime, but if you're here to learn the craft, you're here for the long term and not trying to get rich quick, I think you can respect the game well enough to play that. Now, right now, you can see here, we are rejecting this range that I talked about earlier. Like I said, if had you put a limit order down here, you'd be catching the breakdown of this trade right now to the short to the downside. Although I don't take breakout trades, I always do note different kind of styles of trading because it might be fitting to what you're specifically looking for as a trader. So if you were looking for a 1R breakout trade, that's what this is right now. So you would have had a break of your limit order, stop loss above the candle high there, and you would see if you can catch a 1R trade to the downside on the NQ. I got 300 you guys here. Welcome to Project 365, guys. My name's Alan. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And for those fathers that are out there, happy Father's Day. I'm looking to give away a lot of accounts today, man. As part of celebrating Father's Day, as a father myself, I'm looking to give away up to 5 50K accounts today. But that requires engagement. So, I mean, there's 300 of you guys here. We could literally hit 200 thumbs up within a blink. So let's get those thumbs up racked up here so I can give that first giveaway out to you guys. Out for 2R on that short. My man, Daniel, let's go. Nice job, man. So for those who are just kind of hopping in here, I did mention that this was the range spots to short. Again, when I'm chatting and engaging with you guys, plenty of times I'll miss out on trades. I'm okay with that. It's not the end of the world. Based on my track record, I have no issue trying to find trades elsewhere. But I'm glad someone in the chat here caught that short trade. Let's go. Way to go, Daniel. Good morning, Contrad. Good to see you, man. T-Dog, what up, man? Marty Trades, Inc., Justin. Do you have any tips on taking profit too early? Man, just trade your plan is kind of I know that sounds so generic, but that's all I can say without knowing how each trader trades. That's pretty much all I can say, right? So you've got a risk, you've got a target, 1R, 2R, 3R, 4R, whatever it may be. I personally, and I know not everyone likes to do this, but this kind of stems back from the days when I used to trade small cap stocks. When I used to trade small cap stocks, right? I would trim. So if you're looking for it, trim for 1R, trim for 2R, close for 3R, whatever your strategy is, you just gotta make sure you be consistent with it, right? Because when you start tossing back and forth, that's when your data becomes kind of all over the place, right? You got 6 kids. Damn, you got me beat, man. I only got 2 kids. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. Lots of joy and love for you, man. Thanks, Marty. Aladdin, thank you, thank you. Make it 3 yards. What up, what up? Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. You have 300 kids and 53 goldfish. I don't know, Ink. Making 6% in 5 days is 312% annualized. That elite trader, not lazy micros flippers. Sup, Carrick? Good to see you, man. Absolutely. Countless opportunities. Mindset of abundance, guys. The market's here. It's always here. We got plenty of opportunity to get price action captured there, right? Running on empty. First time here. Good to see you. Welcome to Project 365. Welcome to my stream. I'm the pre-London host. My name's Alan, man. Azheng Trades. Nice. Zombie Killer passes eval. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. Thank you, Bonhams. First time also, 6684 Chris. Welcome, man. Welcome. Sometimes we might have the most rangy session, but you know what? Lots of good opportunity to chat charts, talk charts, right? Education, sometimes banter just about life. I'm here for it either way, man. What are we doing on gold here? Is gold still continuing? Oh, there you go. Here we go. We held that. We held that. Not a break and retest, though. That's just a pause bar. But looks like we're trying to make that move up on gold. Thanks, Garrick. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. We're about 150 some likes right now. Cool, 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 man. Half of you guys haven't dropped a thumbs up yet, guys. Just so you guys know, I'm just going to share it with you guys so you guys can see what we're giving away. These are the alpha future accounts that we're giving away. So 0 activation fee, man. 0 activation fee, 1 day pass, right? 90% profit split. It's pretty solid, man. These are pretty solid. I want to get them in the hands of you guys and part of celebration of Father's Day here. I want to be Santa Claus today. Get as many out there for you guys as possible. For payments via Tradeify, any suggestions on a recommendation regarding daily or flexible payouts? Payments. Stop loss Poppy. I'm assuming like you're as in like what you get paid into. So when I used to trade with Tradeify back before I was maxed out with them, I used to use Rise, like as an RISE. That's the platform I used to use to take payouts with. In terms of what would you go for flex, personally, I like the 5-day payout more model versus the daily payout. And the reason why is because I think you get more out of it. Like the daily payouts are great, but if the way that it works, and this is from a student that told me this because they traded the daily payout. If you do take like 5 daily payouts on a Tradeify account, and even if it's like $200, right? For example, I know maybe not everyone will do that, but if it's just $200, you will actually get automatically moved to live just because of that, because you trigger the 5-day payout thing. Now obviously there's gonna be reviews, so there's always gonna be a gray area, so I don't want you to take that for black and white and all that, but I think there's a factor to that. So if you're trying to max out the payouts during the sim phase, I think the 5-day period is better. It also doesn't create the psychology of rushing the payouts, and then also the daily loss limits and stuff like that are just more flexible when you get to the 5-day payout. But again, personal opinion, I think that it comes down to what you like most and what works best for you. Okay. I'm long NQ bullish structure now with possible CM patterns last week, Wednesday and Thursday. We swept lows and pushed into London. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. If we could break passes, that'd be great. But right now we are in a key resistance area, so I wouldn't blame anyone for being in shorts or just scalping those shorts there. Yeah, seriously, eh? That move was solid. Itachi. I'm assuming you're Eastern time zone. That Tokyo Open was wild. Hope you got a good workout in there, Felipe. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I maxed out with Tradeify back in like April of last year. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all the things I've shared there, because I don't post payouts on Instagram often. I personally don't like to kind of flex that stuff just because I don't think it's necessary. But I do share like on the post like the certificates I have done over the course of my lifetime. So my 100K lifetime payout with Tradeify was like from last April. Thanks, Itachi. Why do you do not want to move live? Why is it bad on prop? I think a lot of people ask the question. I'm not saying it's bad to move live. In the end of the day, it comes down to where you live, how the tax works, how your circumstances, everything is up to you, right? The way I look at it is that if you're in the sim fund phase, you should maximize your sim funded phase, right? To the best of your ability. And then when you move live, you take that for what it is, right? You move live. So I don't think there's anything wrong with live. I just can't. And Johan, I think you've asked this question before. So just as a refresher to you, I can't move live where I am. So for me, it's beneficial to take advantage of the sim as much as I can, because I don't have the ability to move live with prop firms based on where I live in Canada. So if you have the ability to move live, I would. If I were you guys, I would. There would be no reason why I wouldn't want to move live. So, right, guy, it's just about, it's just taxes, man. Taxes and leverage. But a lot of prop firms are starting to move down that path of giving you scale. Like Alpha Futures just announced that they're introducing the 5 account live scaling, so you can trade 5 accounts even in live. So a lot of prop firms are starting to move down that route. Lucid already does that even to this day. Zombie killer, man, just trade your strategy. I know it sounds so generic, but like it's you don't want to shake things up all too much, especially when you're still learning the craft. Continue to take your trades, keep your strategy, focus on the chart. Don't focus on your payouts. Don't focus on that. That's just noise, right? It's just noise is all that is, right? And I think that's why psychologically a lot of people struggle to get to that stage. Yeah, TPT is the only one that for me that I've been able to move live cleanly with no issues. I think is it Monia? I've been trading for 6 years now. I started off with small caps, moved on to options. I started options trading back in 2023, and I started futures trading in 2024. So I've been trading for futures almost for 2 years now. The fact that these prop firms have lifetime payout means they are not managing risk properly. As in, like, the prop firms aren't managing risk? What did you mean by that, idiopathogen? My little sister-in-law got grilled by Apex until she quit them. Had to videotape herself trading and all kinds of hoops. She's been consistently pro for almost 2 years. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean by that. So when I actually posted on YouTube, I have a whole YouTube video on this, actually, because when I got my $80,000 payout on my 150K account that I had last August, I actually had to go through that process, film me trading, showing that I'm actually entering the trades, my strategies, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Absolutely. Different prop firms are gonna be different, man. But honestly, man, it's hard for me not to advocate for props because, like, in the end of the day, your real capital risk is very low. So as long as you can, like, get away from, like, the noise and distractions of the trading rules and all that type of stuff, right? Like, you can really make it well, especially with the prop firms like Lucid and Tradeify, where they actually have, like, flex accounts, essentially, with, like, no consistency rules, no daily loss limits. That's as real and as live as you could possibly go with those accounts. So I think that if you can't trade those accounts with prop, I mean, whether you're live or prop, I don't think that's really going to change too much for you. I think the only thing that really matters is that, like, in cases where, in the human psychology of things, where you just personally struggle to get away and ignore the prop rules, then I guess, yeah, maybe trade your own live capital. But it seems like for me a no-brainer to not trade prop because you just have the leverage to do that. John Cardona, most cases, if you're maxed out, you can't trade with them ever again. Lucid, I believe they have cooldown periods. I think they're the only prop that has that cooldown period. Actually, I guess Tradeify has something similar to that too, but I'm not really too familiar with it. I'm capped out with Tradeify no matter what, though, because I've already asked those questions before. But generally speaking, for most people who live in the United States or places where you can move live, after you get capped out, you just go live. And assuming that you trade respectfully, you'll be able to stay in live as well. Do you think funded account with consistency in 2 or 3 day payout availability is good, or do you think no consistency but the requirement them to keep up is better? I personally don't like consistency rules at all, but again, that question can be so generic because it comes down to how you trade, right? Like, if you're like Jake, who you just want to hold the move regardless, then I guess it really doesn't really matter, right, for you. Like, consistency rules can be a pain in the ass, I guess in a lot of cases, right? So yeah, man, it's all matter of preference. But me personally, I don't like consistency rules. So if I can avoid it, I will. Hey Devon, how's it going, man? Guan, no, I'm not in the short right now. That was just the short trade that I talked about earlier on. I know one of our guys in the chat, Daniel, caught that short trade though. I'm just chatting with you guys right now. How would you scale props if you have to restart with only one account? How would you scale props if you have to restart with only? So, I mean, you know, again, taking it piece by piece, right? Like, if you work with that one account, get it to funded, get it to payout, then use the payout to buy more accounts and do it all over again. Now, I myself, I don't like to copy trade, so I will personally never go that route. I will always individually trade my accounts. I do trade my accounts like I'm trading my own personal accounts, so I do them individually. But that would be completely up to you. Most people would just take their payout and then reinvest. It's kind of the idea. Idiopathogen, I agree with your comment on that, man. I do. I think some of the more reputable prop firms are definitely doing a better job with providing a better live program and prop program. Like, I would say, based on my experience so far, My Funded Futures, Tradeify, Lucid, and Alpha Futures actually take profit trade as well. Like, off the top of my head, in my experience, those 5 prop firms I would say are pretty good about trying to teach discipline and actually provide you a channel and a vehicle to do well as a trader. And I say that just because between the way that they interact with you, and the way that they manage it, the risk managers, all those kind of things, that's why I personally like them. There are props out there that aren't as great, so obviously to each their own. But yeah, my perspective, man. Managing risk is their responsibility, not just mine. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, idiopathogen. You kind of just, to my point, I just kind of backed up what you kind of said there with those last comments there. Thanks, Jake, man. I did. Just learn trading in small accounts, real. Did you study just with Jake or someone else? So Alex, I started with Stock Market Wolf 6 years ago. I was in the Discord. I didn't get like one-on-one with him, but I was in the Discord, so I kind of watched the material and kind of went through all that. That's actually where I met Jake too. So when Jake kind of went off on his own and did options, when I wanted to learn options, I migrated over to Jake, which is kind of where I'm a Mastermind 6.0 student. That was like 3 years ago now, which feels like a lifetime ago. But that's essentially where I did my education. From there on out, I took the foundations of what I learned and I refined my trading by putting reps on the market. And I journal relentlessly. I think for all the loyal followers here, you guys know that I'm a relentless journal advocate. So, Mania, I would say the flex accounts. The flex accounts are the best. The best because there are the least amount of rules, very straightforward, and I don't want to say the easiest, but the more likely that you'll be able to get to the payout with those accounts. Top Step is down step now. Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of things going on with them, man. I can't speak to them too much. I don't know what's going on. I mean, as a business person, I can only imagine they're probably trying to manage the risk and the downside on their end. I mean, I still have my funded account with them right now. I just don't trade it that much, but that is pretty much the last of my funded accounts at the moment. Did you ever have a problem with going on tilt when you first started? And how did you fix it? Yeah, John's, man. I think everyone goes through tilt. I think anybody here who tells you that they never tilted or they don't tilt is freaking lying to you. This is one of the most tilt-inducing professions you can ever get into. It's one of the only professions that, if you think about it, where you actually, like, you lose money. Like, you could show up and you will lose money, right? So, yeah, man, it's a whole thing. I mean, John's, my whole journey of getting here, learning my strategy, my discipline, what works for me, what doesn't, all of that. It's part of what helps me, right? So, because once you can accept that what you're doing on the market is you have the privilege and the opportunity with a mindset of abundance to trade the markets, the sooner you can take it less personal, right? Because a lot of people just say like, oh, the markets are after my stop losses, but I think that's just people being very unaccountable. So yeah. Yeah, idiopathogen, man. Like, if you ever want to chat offline too, man, you feel free to reach out to me on Instagram and DM. I'm more than happy to chat. I feel you, man. There are a lot of prop firms out there that are very scuzz. And I will say I do like the ones that truly show that they're putting their best effort into helping you become successful as a trader, right? Whom you like better? Different times, man. Different times, Alex. I would say they're both equally good in their own right. It was a different time in my trading, right? I was trading small caps when I was with Stock Market Wolf. I was trading options when I was with Jake. And for me, again, it comes down to the way you like to learn. So on one of my first ever like virtual podcast that I did last year, I made this comment. When it comes to finding a mentor, a teacher, an educator, a system even for that matter, it's important that you find something that actually works with you. And I say that because sometimes a strategy can be superb for one person, but not for you. And that a lot of that has to do with tolerance, psychology, how you view things, how you react to things, right? So yeah, I think it's a very subjective question in that regard. Random Paul Trader, yeah, you're with Top Step. Yeah, man, good. It's whatever's working out for you. I mean, I haven't traded with Top Step that much anymore, but when I was trading a lot with him last year, those who've been following me will remember the days when I was traveling in Singapore and Taiwan, and I did killer actually trading with Top Step. So I have no issues and no begrudgings with them at all in any way, but I just know that a lot of the rules have changed as of late. What would you recommend to write down on your trading journal? Everything and anything that's related to your trading, my friend. I know that sounds so generic, but it's true, right? Everything about the markets plays a factor into that, right? How you read the chart, news events, how you're feeling, like everything should be journaled. Because you need to be able to look back at that and replicate that model over and over again, right? Britt Martin, they lie. Who lies? Sorry, did I miss something there? Who lies? Brit Martin. If price didn't matter, isn't the Alpha Premium better than the Lucid Flex? Because you don't need a buffer for a payout. I mean, that kind of comes down to you again, right? Because sometimes the buffer there is to protect you, right? Because if you take a payout just for the sake of taking a payout, that means that you're that much closer to blowing your account. So I guess it kind of comes down to each their own. %. Or they will just pump 500 points again, once again. Peter Ilias. I don't have a specific in terms of. So I did the chart review earlier on already. I would be open to longing the NQ. We do a break and retest above the 687 level, but as of right now, I'm not longing this. We're holding beneath this key resistance area that I was talking about earlier. Pantom Love, you must have just hopped in. I don't like how often TopStep changes the rules. Like if you think about it this way, right? Their TopStep X program is amazing, like amazing. Like I love it, right? You could, for those mobile traders as well, you'll love it a lot. But the challenge for me is that if a prop firm continues to change the rules, what it does is it wrecks your psychology, right? Because you're constantly trying to adapt to the changing environments of the markets already, let alone the changing environments of a prop firm. So a lot of the times, I just, not even just TopStep, I think any prop firm that constantly changes their rules over and over and over again, it's tough. It's tough, man. Thursday power 3 times through wrapping them up now. The worst trading DD. Yeah, I know the trailing drawdown, man. Groovy, good luck, bro. Yeah, MDC, you're 100% right. That is the challenge. That's actually what I'm working on right now. One of my projects that I'm working on for as like a introductory, because actually my sister wants to learn how to trade as well, so I'm like kind of developing it with her in mind right now. Is that like I'm trying to put together a program that's basically to share with people who've never touched the chart in their life. What is the basics that you need to know? Platforms, tools, instruments, things you should read up about, things you should paper trade about, all the stuff to get your feet wet before you actually put real money on the line, right? Because once you understand at least some foundational things, you can start refining edge and learning that. And this is why I always talk about the fact that like you can learn on your own, because there's a lot of free knowledge on YouTube. Like there's a lot of free knowledge, but just like in everything, right? Paralysis by analysis is a real thing. And that's the reason why, like, just like hiring a personal trainer for fitness, I'm a big believer on finding the right mentor, not just any mentor, the right mentor to work with that you can connect, click, and relate to help you curb your edge. Because as a new trader, there are a lot of things that you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know. So like, how do you know what questions to ask if you've never navigated the markets, right? So having someone there that can help guide you does help cut down that learning curve. It might not help you get to where you want to be ASAP, but it's absolutely going to cut the learning curve. And that's what I said. Key part is though, finding the right person. I think with your tilt is what helps you transition to the trader you want to be. You have to get out of the demons that you didn't even know you had. Yeah, Brit Martin, 100%. I always tell people, you may never really, get rid of the demons. You simply learn to live above them. So keep a journal, 100%. I have not traded with next gen trader before. Eating watermelon right now. Yeah, I don't like this range that we're in right now, man. This is like gross. Thanks for educating us. I keep passing emails but blowing up my fund accounts before payout. Stuck in the cycle. Anybody takes in advance. Yeah, Surmamba, man. It's honestly, man, eval funded. It's just a label. It's just a label. It's the stuff that you kind of psych yourself out with, right? If you just continue to trade your strategy over and over and over again consistently, assuming that you have an edge, that's the only way you can really go about it, right? People literally, you're losing half the time because you're forcing trades that don't belong in your playbook, or you're sizing up too high because you're trying to make up money, revenge trading. All those toxic habits is what really kills us, right? How often do you blow an eval and funded account? Evals, I would say probably, I don't want to say more often, but it's more often than funded, because obviously I'm a little bit more loosey-goosey with the evals. I think if you were to ask that question now, I mean, technically speaking, I haven't bought an eval in over a month. So yeah, pretty sure it's been a month. So I just recently scooped up evals now to kind of build back my funded, since I've now gone through those 6 funded accounts that I had over the past month. But I think I've gotten a good amount of payouts out of them, so no complaints here. For how long I think it's gonna take to teach your sister? I don't know, man. Everyone's different, man. Everyone's different, Alex. I mean, Bulgy's in the chat here. When she started with me 10 months ago, she knew nothing about what a candlestick is, and she's already got 2 payouts in her trading. So it really comes down to who you are as a person. Yeah, 100%, guys, 100%. Oh, we're at 200. We are at 200. All right, let me get the bot set up, guys. Let me get the bot set up here. Add that to the quote section. Yeah, right, guy. I'll say it again for the gang who didn't hear what I said earlier. You'll never really get rid of your demons, but you only simply learn to live above them. And the better that you understand that, the better. Because I think metaphorically what we're referring to in that comment is that if you ever think that you're going to get rid of tilt, if you ever think you're going to get rid of the emotions of trading, you're not. You're not. It's always going to be there. You're a human being, right? It's more so about learning to live above and accepting that that's part of the game. So in hopes that by accepting it, you learn to manage things better for yourself. I do not use volume profile, no. I love that, idiopathogen. That's pretty cool if your wife actually likes to trade. All right, I am gonna get my get this going here for the gang. So to participate in the giveaway, there are 2 steps. Thumbs up on the stream. Type enter into the chat once. Okay. So we're gonna start this now. So I am starting to do the giveaway here. So I'm not gonna be able to read your questions, guys. So if I missed anything, you can ask it after the giveaway is done. As we kind of roll in here. The next milestone marker for the next giveaway is gonna be 300 thumbs up. So we can get to 300 thumbs up, we'll do another one right after. This range is brutal. This range is brutal. What did gold do? Did gold move yet? Gold is still doing its thing here, right? We double topping on gold here, man? Is that what's happening here? All right, while we're doing this giveaway, I'll kind of go through the review as I always do kind of here and share with you guys my transparency of the payouts. So I'm going to flip over here. So this is my Take Profit Trader account. You can see here I have no more fundeds. I've blown them now. I have no more, okay? But what we can see here is we can take a look at the payouts. So you can see here from the start of June 1st, all the way up, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, Then after the weekend was over, 8, 9, 10, 11. After the weekend was over, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have had a payout every single day in the month of June up until this point. So that's what I mean by, have I blown my funded accounts? Yes, I have. But did I get what I needed out of them? Absolutely. So no complaints here whatsoever in any way or form. So anyway, just kind of sharing with you guys that I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. It's not the end of the world. Now it's just about me kind of rebuilding it back up again, and I'll get there. I'll get there, right? So. Yeah, Panoms, I get it, man. I hear you. I'm trying to read questions as much as I can. Just so you guys know, if you guys are asking questions right now, it's hard for me to keep up because the spam is just kind of running through the chat at the moment. Felipe, I'll start new ones. I'll start new ones. You know what I do? So take Profit Trader. I know it's so tempting to reset the fundeds, but you know what I do when I fail? Because it'll give you an option to reset them. I'll purge them. So you have an option to purge them. And you might think to yourself, Alan, why would you do that to yourself? Why? Because I will not tempt myself. Again, we never beat the demons. We learn to live above them. So I will not tempt myself to reset them. So the moment I blow the fundeds, I purge them. So then I can't reset them again. So that forces me to go buy the evals and start all over again, which is what I'm doing right now. How many TPT fund accounts did you have to withdraw those profits? I had a total of 3. And I was working through them just one by one. Because I don't copy trade, right? Evals funded. How long does it take me to pass evals? Whatever the time period is. In this case, it will take me 5 days no matter what. Yeah, ride the wave of your own psychology and deal with it. 100%, man. Honestly, Yoni fans, like any prop firm that offers a reset to funded is not going to be worth it. It's always expensive. That's how they make the money, right? So, yeah, man. Do you pay for TradingView? No. If so, what path? Yeah, I pay for TradingView. I've been trading for 6 years, so I pay for the ultimate. So whatever the top end model is, that's what I pay for. Oh, JCap, you totally can. There's an X. There's like an X to the funded account. If you go to your funded accounts, in between like subscription, platform, whatever, there's an X there. You can actually purge the account. Well, I can't see it anymore because I've already purged them all, but that's how you would do it. How aggressively do you risk on evals versus funded? Pretty much the same. I trade minis only, so can't really get any more aggressive than that. I don't full port if that's what you're asking. All right, the giveaway is done now, guys. So let's move that out of the way now so we aren't staring at that the whole time. So let's announce our winner. Who's the winner, guys? We got, hey, it is Armani. Armani, have you won before? I know you never won on my stream, but have you ever won before, Armani? Has he? Ah, damn. Armani, I need your honest truth, man. Have you won before? Ah, okay. Sorry, dude. You know I can't. It's the rules, man. I'll run another one here. Give me 1 second here, okay, guys. Right now, if you were on Jake's stream earlier, Jake did say at some point we will reset the whole thing so that people can win again. But yeah, thanks, Armani. You're a good man. You're a good man, man. I appreciate it. I know you get how this works. Okay, we're just gonna pick another one here. You don't have to keep entering, guys. Stop entering. I'm just gonna use the existing list. Market Maker ICT. Market Maker ICT. And it's good that you're honest because, guys, just so you guys know, if you guys are lying after the stream's over, before I send the code out, I will check our sheet that because we track every winner. So if I see that you lied, you're not going to get their account either way. So just be honest, right? So that we can at least get it back out there to someone who else could win it. Market Maker ICT, are you there? Market Maker ICT. Market Maker ICT. I'm going to give you another minute here, man. Otherwise, I'm going to have to give this to someone else. Market Maker ICT, where you at? Market Maker ICT, where you at? Market Maker ICT, where you at? All right, man. I'm calling once here. Market Maker ICT, are you there? I'm just going to tag you one last time here. No? Calling twice. 3 times. All right, you're not there. Man, you guys are killing me here. All right, next winner. Anil D. Hungana. Are you here? Oh, right on, right on. You are alive. The proof of life. All right, my man or girl, whoever you are, send me a DM on my Instagram there, and I will send you the code after the stream is over, okay? Assuming you haven't won, okay? Assuming you haven't won before. Again, like I said, be honest. Have you won before? Have you won before, Anand? No, first time? Okay, sweet. Okay, so yeah, DM me. I will put your name down for now, and I'm going to go through the list to make sure that you haven't won before for sure. And if you're good, I will absolutely send you the code right afterwards, okay? Give me 1 second here. Build 1249. Okay, sweet, sweet. All right, so the next is 300 thumbs up. We're only 20 thumbs up away, guys. 20 thumbs up away, and we will do another giveaway, gang. Yeah, we're still playing this long. We held the 9 EMA really nicely on the 5-minute time frame, gang. This double top is a fail double top. I know Daniel earlier caught a nice 1R short, so good on him. But longs be longing. What's my take on oil? What's going on with oil? Let's see. Where's oil? This? I don't trade oil, so... I mean, we're coming up to a key support area, guys, on oil. The 75 area it has been a constant respect here, so I'd watch to see if we could put in a nice failure candle here for longs on oil. What up, gang? 10 more thumbs up, guys. 10 more thumbs up. All right, my man Mitch is in longs and in a queue. What's your target, man? What's your target? Target is the moon. Target is the moon. We still got a ways to go. So we hit all-time highs. What about 360 points? AXP, man. Good to see you, man. I swear, man, you're in like every stream. Thank you for the wishes. Gold long. Yeah, I can see. We can get a continuation on that long. I can see that. Kind of missed my entry already though. NQ going to 3620 target for NQ. 620, 620. Wait, what? Yeah, NQ for longitude 3620 target if I catch my cycle all the way. Are you trading on something else? Just 3620. I feel like we're past that already. Risk free, baby. Nice. Shoot for the stars and maybe land on the moon. If you have a 2K max drawdown, how much would you risk per trade? 200 bucks. That's what I usually recommend for students. 200 bucks. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you mean 720 because I'm like 620. It doesn't make any sense. I think we're past that already. My TPT counts back then were 50Ks or 150Ks. Yeah, support and resistance roll. Everyone's in the NQ longs right now.
Fingers trace the sky so wide.
668 Chris, yes I do. I stream depending on what time zone you're in. If you're in Pacific Standard Time, then Sunday to Thursday night. And if you are Eastern Time, then it's Monday to Friday. I'm 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to midnight. Yeah, we're at a key level here now, 687. Nope, I'm not in anything at the moment. My thesis earlier was I want to break and retest above the level. Oh, gold. Tricky gold. Gold I don't like. If you're wondering why I haven't taken a trade on longs to play this gold, I don't like the way that we're ranging right now, to be honest. And I mean, we are beneath key area, and we did fail this area quite harshly as a lower high. So yeah, we're just not getting. If I get another opportunity to catch a long down here, maybe, then at least my stop's a little bit more respectable. But trying to get into a long now, I'm just chasing at this point, right? So I don't want to do that. One more thumbs up away from doing another giveaway, gang. 2 more apparently now. One just dropped off. Hey, Sulphurix. All right, we're at 300 thumbs up now, guys. Way to go. Good job. Good job. You guys did good. I'm gonna get the bot set up for the next one. Next milestones will be 400 thumbs up, guys. But in the meantime, I'm gonna set the bot up for the next giveaway. All right, bot is set up. Let's roll. Yeah, if you've won before, don't even enter. There's really no point. Because, like, in the end of the day, I'm going to have to reject it later on, so. Until Jake Ricci gives me the green light that we can allow past winners to play again, then, yeah. No point. while we're doing this giveaway, I guess I could show the trader stats as well, so you guys can see how I'm doing so far for the month. So far, P&L wise, so not payout, but P&L wise, a little over 40,000. Stats, win rate, profit factor, average time hold, that type of deal, right? Calendar wise right now, this is kind of where I'm looking at right now. This is where I'm at pretty much for the week. After this stream, when I hop in the next stream, you'll probably see my red here, because unless I have green, basically you'll see that my blown accounts basically will be showing here. So we'll probably have 2 red days during this month, but so far so good though. On a decent run for the most part. It's still gonna be strong. This is still gonna be a stronger month than last month. As you can see, in the month of May, it was a very slow month for me overall. But prior months of that, though, I was kind of on fire. And generally cases when I'm very dialed in, I can push some pretty big days and big weeks and big months. But as of right now, this year, one of the things for those who are kind of like new here, my big focus right now is working with my students. I'm actually gonna probably do an update at the end of the month here to talk about collectively how much my students have been able to achieve over the course of this year, because I've had some guys who have just done an amazing job. And so my priority is really helping those guys get paid. My year overall has still been pretty good though. The payouts are here. And if you ever log in, this is public information. You can always log in and see the payouts that I've achieved over the course of time. I need to update the most recent week here because I haven't done that yet. But if you click on these, all these views, it actually shows you basically either the certificates from the prop specifically, or the dashboard images for the payouts that I've taken thus far. So yeah, anyways, I'm tracking my student payouts as well, so I'm looking for them to absolutely kick some ass this year. So that's where a lot of my priority is this year. Hence why you're hearing more me talk about my project work around students, because I enjoy that more than anything else. If you know me personally in real life, you know that like my fulfillment with helping people far exceeds personal success. It's because of my upbringing that paves a lot of why that is the way that it is. 36 seconds, and we are going to do the giveaway, gang. Double bottom, potential higher low on gold there. See if we get follow through though. Big resistance here. Alright, we're gonna announce the giveaway for the next guy here. Alright, we got our winner. GG Trades. GG. Are you there and have you won before? GG Trades. We're at that level now, man. Key level here, guys. Alan Parker, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I take all those kind of conversations offline. Oh, way to go. All right, GG Trades, DM me. DM me, and I will send you your code after the stream is over, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That's awesome. So the next target here is to get to 400 thumbs up. And if we can do that, which is 80 thumbs up away, we will do another 50K Alpha Futures giveaway. Let's go. I'm going to be a little bit of a madman here. I'm going to go against the grain, guys. And I'm going to short this. Am I going to get my ass handed to me? Possibly. Just give me a second here. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let's see what happens. Trading ready B, honestly, man, I value having the bullets in the chamber. I value knowing that if I lose a trade, I have many other accounts I can still take stabs at the market with. So I think that when you have multiple accounts copied together, that just makes it a lot tougher. If this 5 minute can flip bearish on us and close beneath the prior candle, then I think my short will play out. But that's a big if. I know I'm counter trending, guys. And just so you guys know, if you guys actually ever read a bar by bar book, it will tell you that reversal setups are the lowest probability. So I know I'm going up against the grain here, guys. Sherwin, I will announce the details throughout the week. I'm going to be posting about it this week. And then once I have it all cut off, I will announce that. But it's going to be in early July to mid-July. Yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about, MTC. Reversal trades can be high R multiple, but they're very low probability. Oh, I got taken out by that push. You got your target, MDC, right? I think that was your long. What was your target? 720. You're almost there. It's right here. Right there. That's your target, right? We got a couple of you guys right now. I know you guys are targeting for longs. Nice, nice. No, they're not. They're not, Randy. Not at all, man. I took my chance with just where we were at the level just to see if we could, but no. Generally, if I'm looking for a reversal, guys, I'm looking for larger time frames. I'm looking for a larger time frame bear signal. We did not have a large time frame bear signal. That was 100% a chance trade. We're coming up to some very key area up here now, though, man. Like, this is where if we can up at 740, if we can put in a 15-minute bearish candle up at 740, then I'm actually genuinely looking to short. Now, if the candles right now, if we have a nice, because we're breaking up above right now, if we can pull back and set this level here, I will be interested in longs, but we'll wait and see here. Nice. Congratulations. Anyone caught those longs? Nice work. Good job, guys. Gold's very slow at the moment. Dumbledore, that is based on, for me, just conditions, right? If the market presents opportunities and I'm there and I'll take it. If it's not, then I walk away. Like, I don't stay glued to my screen. I don't just sit around just waiting for things to happen, because I'm a really busy person. Entrepreneurial work keeps me busy. Yeah, it's all good, man. I mean, the level was a stab, man. That level was a stab. But it's good that we're breaking this out, because now we're setting new highs now. Nikki, nice, nice. I think, you know what it is though, guys? Like, I think to your point, it's not even about whether you're copying someone's trade or whatever it may be. A lot of it often is that, like, the narrative of focusing on a chart for the chart instead of the P&L is often what helps you hold positions longer and trade well. Because if you're like constantly focused on the P&L fluctuation, then you're more likely to cut your winners or take bad trades, right? New York's previous day close. I mark daily highs and lows, if that's your question. Yeah, MDC. You know what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, I don't like those candles on gold, man. Like, we're at a key spot here. As you can see. I just don't like those candles. Should we take a stab at shorts? Let's see. I'm just going to keep the gold chart up on my left-hand side here so I can see both. 100% Nikki. What concepts are you trading here? I trade price action. Price action, my friend. Market structure, bar by bar. By the way, MD. Is that what your YouTube name is? Oh, that's crazy. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Common. I'm usually here from 10 p.m. to midnight. Yeah, no retracement at all, man. Take it easy, Zach. Have a good night, man. Yeah, West Coast time. Yeah, that was a nice quick scout for shorts. That's why I had my forecaster set up earlier, but I missed it already. Nice, Trav Life. Awesome, man. Nope, I don't, Randy. Multiple time frames, that spot is of interest, Felipe.
but the echoes never stray. Feel the beat, let it flow like a sunset. Go feel the beat, let it grow. It's a sunset. Go round and round we glow. In the sunset rain on the window, soft and slow. Coffee steam, the city glows. Every breath, a memory flows, and I just let it go. You and
Yeah, Elliot, man, I don't blame you, dude. It's intraday trailing, man. You just gotta have a little bit more size. Have a little bit more size to use your scalps, or you're small and trading small size and holding for those moves.
we used to say, till echoes were still see a light on rainy days. Shadow moves through empty space. Not gone, just somewhere out of place. Like falling colors.
Your degen MFFU is all you can trade. Why are you a degen for trading MFFU?
Every color turns to shade. Let it go. It's okay.
MDC. Trav life, it probably means that your consistency rule is your issue.
Night turns blue
You must have had a very big day one of the days.
without you. But in the quiet, I still feel
Ah, Trail, that's what you mean. I got you. I got you.
us almost real. Clouds are painted in gold.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to have 50% consistency, Trav life. That's why. So you had too big of a day last time. Either last time or today. One of the days you must have had a too big a day.
They never grow. Underneath this endless storm, every step feels like coming home. We're chasing the glow, hearts wide open.
I don't blame you, Trail. The 1K daily loss limit is AIDS, man. Arham Harim. It's good, man. It's good. You got the discipline to be able to stay clear. Mitch, are you still long on NQ right now? I feel like gold is just dying here. Nice, Mitch. Right on, man. No, I don't. I won't say that I don't ever trade a mobile device, but I rarely do. I try not to because it's I can't like technically speaking. If I wanted to like take like solid setups, right? Like it's hard to, right? It's hard to take trades that way. Because I'll tell you right now, like think about the chart review that I did earlier, guys. Technically speaking, other than gold, nothing actually has played out with what I've been looking for. So even though yeah, I'm taking stabs in the market, none of it's really like clean. Like this gold break and retest that I drew earlier, that was pretty much the only trade that's actually played out. As far as NQ goes, nothing has presented itself. Like I said, I wanted to see if we could put in a short at the level with a proper confirmation. Never got that. We wanted a break and retest of the level for longs. Never got that. So yeah, technically speaking, any of these trades would be considered like poor quality trades thus far. Nice, Felipe. Chasing trades during these kind of pre-London stuff like that, I don't shoot for a lot, man. 1-1, 1-2, man. That's all I really go for during these sessions. Asia, you can shoot for a little bit more if you wanted to, but London, pre-London, man, no. There's not enough moves in the market for it to be worth it. Nice, running on empty. Let's go get a refill of water. I'll be right back. I have not seen Demon Slayer, but I know it's a good anime though. My little cousins watched it.
A soft voice says you'll be okay. Every breath feels new again. I'm learning how to begin. Echoes fade from what we lost. Every dream has paid its cost, but through the cracks the sun still shines. A little warmth between the lines, and I can feel the air return. The world is turning, and I've learned in the golden hour we come alive. All the pain turns into light. Hearts reborn, the skies alive.
Rick Racks, yeah, I actually trade predominantly Asia. I trade Asia majority of the time, actually. London, I'll sometimes trade if I'm still awake. And then New York, I'll trade once in a while. I usually only trade New York, actually, when I'm with a student, though. I personally don't prioritize trading New York anymore. Yeah, it looks like he wants momentum here, man. 740 has to break, though, man. It's just the EDM soundtrack playlist. Yutsuk.
Whispers of love, stories untold. Fingers trace the edge of time, searching for peace, a rhythm to find. Falling slow, like the evening glow. Hearts collide, where the soft winds go.
Yeah, any shorts have to be treated with a grain of salt, man. You can't shoot for too much. That's the playlist. Market's gonna open up in 10 minutes, guys.
Time bends its ways in the colors of dust. Dreams when they stay in this glowing trust. Let the stars write our story in the endless sky with you. I'm home, I can finally
Gold is pushing hard right now, though.
I'm standing here on shaky ground. The echoes
Yeah, the gold chart review was probably the best play out so far.
you said you'd catch me if I fall.
Johns, I'll be talking about more of that in the coming week here. I'm technically just opening it up as of today, and we'll be tying up loose ends for the end of the week here, and we'll be looking to do something during the second week and the third week of July.
Can we begin? Don't let me go.
8 minutes left until the London market opens.
I'm reaching out. I'm giving it all. I'm holding tight. Don't let me drown. Don't let me
Oh, I'm just scalping the 2-minute double top on the NQ. Hence why it's such a small position. I'm actually very fidgety. I had never been diagnosed, but I'm 100% ADHD.
The night is cold, the stars are dim. I trusted you, I let you in. You were my light, my guiding flame. But now it feels like just a game. Can you hear me through the noise? Will you find lose your
Yeah, around this time, man, it's like it's a little tough. It's usually like very rangy, and if you like miss the trend move, then it's kind of hard to like capture a trend trade after the fact, especially if they don't like provide you like the best setups. That's why I was making the comment that I like gold the most out of all of them. If you were able to catch the initial break and retest or the double bottom break and retest, then that would have been kind of like the go-to long for gold. But again, kind of missed that already at this point in time. I don't like the 2-minute candles all too much right now either, because like this is like grinding stuff that I'm talking about, where it's kind of it's hard to like trust and hard to trade this. But yeah, if you, especially like for the NQ, if you manage to catch the long setup earlier on, then you're laughing right now. I made the comment over here earlier. It was on the trigger line. This was the 5-minute trigger line long. That would have been the most beautiful to take. And if you caught that 5-minute long off 2-minute NQ trigger as well, that would have been the nice long to take on the NQ. Gold is starting to put a little bit of selling pressure here at this level that we talked about. This was the break and retest level to level move we talked about earlier on gold. Boy vid, did you catch the NQ one or did you catch the gold one? Sorry. NQ's pushing. It's just the FF indicator. Yeah, split striker. I did. What's gold doing right now? Yeah, gold's still holding. It's just been a slow grind up tonight, man. Slow grind up tonight. Yeah, let's see what we do here. London's opening up in about 3 minutes, guys. On the NQ, we're still technically holding beneath that Globex opening print spot, the old one, 740. We may have spiked above it, but we're still holding. So the question really comes down to is whether or not London's open is going to give us a strong reject or not. Oh dear. Be safe out there, Nikki. Market's opening up here in 8 seconds, 7 seconds. All right, London's opening up here. Yeah, break and retest of 740 would be nice. Gold is rejecting that level quite nicely. I actually wouldn't mind shorting gold, to be honest. What would that look like?
Soft rays break the silence. Dreams still linger, warm and wild. The night fades into colors, and hope begins to smile. Footsteps on the edge of dawn. Every shadow's moving on. Yesterday's behind our eyes. A new day's written in the sky.
I'm just gonna take my stab at this.
Take a breath, it's all okay. We're still learning how to stay. In the morning light, we rise again. All the pieces start to mend.
Give it a little bit.
Through the noise, through the rain, we find our hearts again. Hands still cold, but hearts are clear. Every loss brought us here. If we fall, we'll fall in grace. Every ending finds its place. Let the world just spin away. We'll be
NQ starting to break above, eh?
the dawn's a promise in
Yeah, split striker. The short earlier on was more so just to see if we can hold that 740, but really no follow through. Good momentum here though, man. We're coming to the next big area for us. 783, 770 on the NQ is really where I'm expecting resistance, man. Looks like we're trying to make our way there, man. Absolutely. But 783, 770 was where we kind of tipped last week, so that's kind of the high area to watch. I am going to be logging off here soon, but just keep in mind the chart review that we did earlier. That's what we're kind of essentially looking for right now. Key areas to watch. You see, I could have caught that move, but that's not my trade setup, my friend. I would not have taken that.
cold air on my skin. Memories whisper where I've been. Shadows fade, I start to see a spark of what's left of me.
Nice, split striker. Way to go, man. Take it easy, man. You have a good night.
Every loss a breaking dawn. I've been falling, I've been
As long as we can keep kind of trading and journaling the notes, the ones that work, the ones that don't, that's how we build our edge and build our strategy, right? Our man MDC has been in the stream and been kind of sharing his perspective as well, and you can see the experience level in terms of how often he looks at the chart. So shout out to you, man.
Broken glass beneath my feet, but I still dance to my heartbeat. Time won't heal, but it will teach. That peace is something I can reach. The dark won't define me. It only reminds me that even when I lose control, I'm still. So I rise again from the ashes.
Yeah, I shorted gold earlier. I know someone told me to switch over the NQ because they wanted to see the NQ. It's the only reason why I switched over this. As of gold, we're still here. But I don't know if I'll be able to sit here the whole time to watch this. I might have to just kind of let this play out.
I rise again.
I'm gonna get ready to head out here, guys, in a bit. Got an early start tomorrow, as I usually do, and I have a student one-on-one in the New York session in the morning, so.
Lights blur a painted scene. Another night of hazy dream. My heart it hums a quiet tune.
But I will provide the update on it later on Instagram and Discord as well, so. Any last minute questions from you, gang, before I close it off here? I'll be back at it again the next 4 days here for the rest of the week. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night, Gio. Have a good night. All right, guys. If you guys don't have any questions for me, I appreciate you guys, as always, tuning in. I wish we would have been able to give out more giveaways to you guys today, but we didn't get enough up there. But we'll save some for tomorrow. We'll save some for tomorrow, though, man. I'm not tired now, but I'm probably going to be tired later on, though. I got to be up in like 5.5 hours to do a student one-on-one, so. All right, anyways, I'll update on Instagram and I'll update in the Discord whether this trade follows through or fails. So I will catch you guys later, man. You guys have a good night. Take it easy, man.